Hello on this Friday. This is May 1st. So I've been challenging people through different messages and through my newsletter and whatnot that we are going to go through the book of Psalms. So today, being May 1st, we're going to look at Psalms chapter 1 and then go through the book in these daily devotions. It starts out with, "Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, or stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord." And then he goes on to say that he meditates on this day and night, and he's like a tree planted by streams of water, and bears fruit in season, whose leaf does not wither, and whatever he does prospers. But there is a contrast to that there is a wicked person who's more like chaff that the wind blows away. And the wicked will not stand in judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. There are obviously two parts to this. One part in the sense of the good and the bad, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the evil, you might look at it as. But I just want to point out that we make our choices in life. And what we find in the book of Psalms and Proverbs, Job, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon, these are called wisdom books of wisdom. And a lot of times they make statements such as this, that in verse 2, whatever he does prospers. Well, a lot of times we want to take these things so literal that and people will make their way with them and then get disenchanted, maybe totally disappointed, or when something doesn't work out right the way they expect. And what is not saying is that every little thing you do will always succeed, so therefore go down and buy you a lottery ticket and you'll win. That is not what these verses are saying. They're a lot of times very general ideas when it comes to our success and failures. We know some wicked people that are very successful. But in the end, there is judgment, and that's what this particular psalm also mentions. And the wicked will blow away like chaff in the end. And I think the judgment part is what a lot of people don't like, the fact that there is judgment. But the reality of it is, the good news, the gospel, is that the very judgment people are scared of has already been taken care of on the cross by Jesus. He took the judgment for us. So all we have to do is live for him, believe in him. But belief, that is faith, carries with it the notion of doing something. It's not just a mindless set on the shelf idea. It's an action. And so when we put our faith in Jesus, he has taken our judgment for us. That's the good news about the gospel. And he has taken our judgment. Now we will be judged, but in a different way. And that we'll look at that at another time. But I just like this psalm, that the fact that there are two different decision directions. One for good, one for not so good. One for evil, one for righteous. We have to make the choice. It's our choice. It's what we do, what we think, and how we act, how we behave. That is part of that, and it will reflect our eternity. Our eternity is based on the choices we make now, and none of us are good enough to get there without some help as far as being eternally with God. But anyway, this is Psalm 1, and it gives us a good idea that we're blessed when we stay away from the wicked people, from sinners. We're blessed when we stay away from their activities, and certainly blessed when we do the right things. So do the right things today. I would challenge you to read this psalm again, and look forward to tomorrow's comments on May 2nd, as we are going through the book of Psalms in this month and the next several months. You'll hear more about the book and the setting in which these different chapters are written. Have a great and wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.